Ain't no trouble with me rolling the beat. The only trouble is me holding the beat. Cause when I blaze the hay, I parlay all day with my niggas in K, plus a dozen of sweets. Now Mary Jane is my love that I keep. The only one that I show when I creep. The only one that I know when she sleep. The only one that I blow like a freak. The only one that can hold my peace.
For real though.
24/7 getting twisted and throw. Blowing cake till my lungs explode. Then the good green endo flow through my lips. And
Anyway.
Right.
Moving on. Right.
So check this out. So SummerSlam's tonight.
Yeah. The Summer Classic.
So we'll see. We already put our predictions out there. So for earlier Street Smart discussion, you can see the SummerSlam predictions. You can see the champ.
Yes, right. The Street Smart Audio pay-per-view predictions champion is going to put his title on the line tonight at SummerSlam. Check out our predictions from last week to see that I predicted it from the beginning yet again.
Did you watch TakeOver?
Oh, shit. Oh, no, I did not. Ooh, excuse me, that was funny. No, of course not. I had like 1,002 better things to do than watch TakeOver last night.
Nerds going crazy.
Really? Oh.
I woke up this morning. I got a headache. I was like, oh, shit, SummerSlam tonight, blah, blah, blah. So I checked the internet, see what's popping, see what the smart money at.
Oh, shoot.
I ain't checked. I got sidetracked.
Yeah, I don't think it's out yet.
Yeah.
At least it ain't hit my side.
But the nerds started talking about TakeOver. I said, oh, shit, it's TakeOver last night. What happened? Oh, you didn't watch it? What do you have the network for?
Oh, shoot. The poo is about to hit the fan.
I said, what do I have the network for? What do you have the network for?
Apparently it's for NXT Brooklyn.
Apparently it's for watching NXT Brooklyn live. Like I don't have shit else better to do.
On a Saturday night.
Right.
Watch a bunch of no-names. Flippy floppy around and
Right.
stuff.
That's why we're reviewing ECW 25 years later. Because guess what? 25 years ago, I had shit to do.
You know what I'm saying?
So, all right, so check this out. So, people go over, blah, 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 blah. Who cares? But the thing I want to highlight is people are getting mad, or people are saying, one, Drew McIntyre beat Bobby Roode for the NXT title. All right. Okay, that's cool and everything. So now people are clamoring for a Heath Slater world title championship win. So all three-man band.
In NXT.
Right.
Oh.
No. Heath Slater's on Raw or whatever.
I know.
So they want him to win the Universal title. And Jinder has the WWE title.
Yeah.
You know, Drew has the nobody belt. And then, you know, they want Heath to go over
no
Brock Lesnar.
No chance. And I'm a mark for the one-man band song and shit. So that's that Heath's theme song is what got me into that.
He's a ginger goose.
And so, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, outside of popping for their theme song and then the promo he cut about him having kids and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And how him needing a job, I like that shit. But,
You can relate.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, no. Yeah.
Right. All right, and then two. Here's the second thing people are talking about, bitching about. Goddamn Smart Mark's talking about on Twitter. So apparently Sasha Banks has gained a reputation for snubbing fans out of character.
Oh, that's
like after shows and shit.
That's some bullshit.
All right, so here's my counterpoint to this. How can you call these motherfucking girls divas and then react like bitches when they act like divas?
And I will counter with you with this is that majority of the world considers her an actor or actress. So, you know, said that you can call him whatever you want to call him, but you know what I'm saying, she still shouldn't snub her fans, in my opinion, and shit.
Okay, so if she's an actress, it would be akin to like saying, this is, what's an actress name? Halle Berry. So Halle Berry has been classified as a diva. So is it okay for Halle Berry and not okay for Sasha Banks?
No, it's not okay for Halle Berry either.
But
it's not.
But people pay her salary.
It's not. It's not okay for. I mean, and plus, right now I'm just going off of what you're telling me, so I don't know the specifics to the situation.
Well, I'll give you an example. The example is, all right, after NXT Brooklyn that nobody saw, she went to go get a pizza with her husband. And then outside somewhere in New York City or whatever, and then they walking back to their car to go eat some pizza, and then probably, fuck. All right? They got lives. The fans are outside cheering for her and thinking that, she gonna stop and, greet her fans and shit, and she snubs them and goes to her car with her husband. And they're like, boo. We pay her salary, boo. And I'm thinking,
so did
she went on the show. 2, she was going with her husband, man. Like, is there no respect for people?
All right, let me ask you this. Did she, not wave or nothing? Did she not acknowledge the people?
Bounced.
Like, she didn't throw her hand up? Nothing.
No.
Yeah,
they weren't there.
Fuck her. She was in Brooklyn because tonight is SummerSlam. So I get that SummerSlam is one of the big 4. It's a whole motherfucking extravaganza. It's in Brooklyn. It's almost like if she would have been out the night before WrestleMania and shit. You can't throw your hands up to the people who are excited to see you. Can't at least do that.
If you are contractually obligated to be at some place and meet your fans and greet your fans and do all the gaga that you're supposed to do contractually, then yeah, if you snub your motherfucking fans, you deserve all that bullshit that you get. But this is after the show. She with her husband. She getting the pizza. And these fucking marks are outside like fucking marks waiting for her.
Okay, now I'm not saying she had to stop and sign autographs, but how hard is it to throw your hands up, show some love, blow a couple kisses and shit,
it's real fucking hard.
Keep it moving and shit?
You don't market them as divas for years and then turn on these motherfucking hoes once they start acting like divas. Number 3. Baron Corbin cashed in his briefcase and did the job to fucking Mahal do the Cena interference. All right?
Oh, that's how they did that.
So it's being speculated that he had Twitter fingers and he was going back and forth with fans and shit, and he disrespected somebody in the U.S. military.
Excuse me. Well, I'm if something like that happened, I'm not surprised. WWE is a corporate company. They do a lot of shit with the military. So like freedom of speech aside and all that other stuff, I mean, I can't say that I'm surprised.
I know. I'm not surprised at WWE's actions and their punishment, and if that all coincides, I'm okay with that. I'm upset at the marks. Okay, because again, the marks want to use this reality era as their fucking trumpeting call, but at the same time, when they get dissed and disrespected by the motherfucking performers, they want to cry and bitch and complain, you know what I'm saying? And then that redirects booking. Or maybe it didn't redirect booking. I don't know. But the end result is this motherfucker doesn't have his damn briefcase no more. They've soured on this motherfucker now, and now what? Now what are you doing with Corbin?
Let me ask you a philosophical question though, just from a consumer to a producer, as just a simplification for the foundation of the question I want to ask you.
Go for it.
Do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing that a consumer has a say with their dollars?
It is contingent on the product that they're spending their dollars on. I feel that a direct dollar to business aspect is more. You can see the effect. Okay, if the motherfuckers ain't coming to the shows, the motherfuckers that are on top, we shouldn't push them. So if they shuffle booking around because people ain't paying to see the marquee guys that they're promoting, then obviously they should change their business paradigm or whatever. On the flip side, should I think you should boycott, let's just say, Walmart? Well, it depending on the circumstances, yeah. Now, if you're boycotting Walmart because of their shitty products, okay, yeah, that's fine. But you can also go somewhere else. You can always go to Target. You know what I'm saying? If you're boycotting the workers and their unfair wage earnings and everything like that, then that's a different story. So I feel like it depends on the situation.
Fair enough. I just asked that because in most situations, I just, I tend to side with the fan or the consumer in a lot of these situations. And especially now that the business is exposed, especially we're talking about WWE wrestlers and stuff. It just, especially when the product is as lackluster as it's been, there's no excuse for just dissing the fans and stuff, and just what I'm saying, like I said, Sasha couldn't even throw her hand up or something, say what's up and shit, or waving up on the way to the car. To quote Jerry Seinfeld when he was trying to shake some juice on one episode, Elaine was acting like it was so hard. He shook some juice like, oh, what a pain. This is a nuisance. So yeah, that's how hard it would be to wave your hand, walk into your car.
My thing is that, all right, let me correlate this back to a Scott Hall interview that he did back in the day, about 07-ish. He says, during his time in the business, he was always on. He always had to be Scott Hall, Razor Ramon, Gator Scott Hall, whoever he was, you know what I'm saying? Because he had to live that gimmick.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? It depended on ticket sales. Okay? At this point, all right, with the business being exposed as it is, and the curtain has been, pulled back and everything, these people are performers. Should they be allowed their own downtime?
How hard is it to wave to your fans, Fuge?
Apparently very fucking hard.
No, but it's not.
You know what? If I'm Sasha Banks, maybe I don't feel like waving to people today.
That might be why she's not the Divas champion either. Because it boggles my mind why she, like no more Charlotte on Raw. Now she's, pitter patter with Bailey and shit. So I don't know. Maybe if she waved to her motherfucking fans when she didn't have to, maybe she'd have a few more Divas title reigns, or I'm sorry, women's championship belt reigns up under her waist and shit.
So in the situation with Baron Corbin, then, with him dissing the military veteran, like should they be in character on Twitter? I mean, should they be out of character on Twitter? I mean, how do you do this? Because you can't keep weaving in and out of kayfabe and non-kayfabe, and then people get punished non-kayfabe for the shit they do in kayfabe. It doesn't make sense.
Can I introduce a third option?
Please.
The third option is he could have just ignored the military dude altogether.
How do you know dudes in the military? I mean, it's not like, and I don't know the tweet, honestly, but let's just say in his Twitter handle, in his at whatever, it was just at Joey Jojo Shabadoo 75. You know what I'm saying? Who's to say Joey Jojo Shabadoo 75 is a military veteran?
You know what? You just brought up a hell of a point. What was the tweet?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I can't pull up the tweet. I should have pulled up the tweet. But regardless, it was just a casual back and forth. But then when he dissed the dude, then he says, "Oh man, you dissed a veteran, yada yada yada." Like for real? Like for real?
So are the people pissed off because Was it a personal diss towards the dude, or was it a diss towards the military?
To answer your question, I'm going to say that he had to have dissed the military in order for him to react the way that he did.
Well, that's just stupid. In 2017, that's stupid.
I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that if this dude is a heel and he's in kayfabe, then why should you treat him as such? If he's getting punished, with the briefcase job, why is he getting punished in a non-kayfabe standpoint for actions resulted being in kayfabe? Like, are we working or are we not working? Are we on or are we not on? Like, when are we on and when are we not on? That's the question, and that's the question I need to clarify with you and the audience and Frederick and Matt Adams and Big Black Booty Daddy.
I just think on or off is just certain things that, like, all right, let's take Jinder Mahal. He's the biggest heel on SmackDown right now.
He's the champ, but he's not top heel.
But all right, Kevin Owens.
All right.
Let's take Kevin Owens, for instance. He goes on Twitter and shit. He starts off tweeting Chris Jericho for just. He says he has faggy hair, or he has hair like a fag or something. Okay. So, would you or would you not expect some sort of backlash and fallout from that?
I would expect backlash and fallout from that. However, it is between two workers. Mm-hmm. So if Vince or Paul or whoever's the VP of talent, you know what I'm saying, who looks at it and goes, well, it's between Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens. So they're tweeting back and forth. So I know it's a work. Okay? Yeah. Now whoever reposts it and retweets it after that,
right?
That's what they're supposed to do. Now, if I'm Baron Corbin and I'm tweeting directly at a guy and I'm going back and forth with just a mark, you know what I'm saying? You should have a little bit more sensibility.
That's all I'm saying.
All right, fair enough.
That's
fair
all
enough. I'm saying, at the end of the day, nothing should be sacred for a heel to say. Okay, if you want to punish the dude, then motherfucker, buy all your damn stocks back and go back private.
Well, that's what they need to do, because I guess in this corporate, when did they go? I don't know when they went public.
99.
They went public in 99?
Yep. Right after, it was probably like October 99, right after Owen died.
Okay.
Cold month.
So in 98, this shit with Hogan's sex tape and him.
98.
No, I'm saying hypothetically speaking.
Okay.
When WWF was still a private company.
Okay.
And this shit with the N-word and shit and the video and shit drop and stuff. I don't think he gets fired. I don't think Jack Swagger, he had pushed the rail because he got caught with some reefers or something.
Yes.
And
RVD and Sabu as well. While RVD was double champ. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of shit that they come down on wrestlers for is because they're trying to,
total company, corporate line.
Exactly.
And I understand that, but you can't tout that this is a new era where we're weaving fantasy and reality together, and somebody oversteps a boundary. Where's the line? Where's the line? That's all I'm asking. Can we say, all right, these items here are sacred and everything else is free reign? Or, do we have edicts? Or is there something coming down from Vince saying, no? Or is it just a contingent thing like, ooh, so people get punished, you know what I'm saying, for those things? And damn, I thought it was cool to say.
Man, at the end of the day, it's all about the dollars and cents.
Sure.
With that and especially who the demographic they're trying to cater to and shit, they're going to be their sacred cows. And basically the sacred cows are anything that's quote unquote politically correct or politically incorrect, depending on how you want to look at it. You know what I'm saying? The LGBT community is off limits. The military is off limits.
Jews is off limits.
Jews is off limits.
But you can call me nigga all day long.
Overt racism is off limits.
Shit.
Though
Overt racism.
Subvert racism is very much okay.
Overt racism is clearly okay. Overt xenophobia is clearly okay. All right, and subtle homophobia is tolerated. But now everything is probably gonna go towards cuckling. You know what I'm saying? Cause now you seen that Maria and Mike Kanellis shit. That's clear.
The fake Miz and Maurice.
Yeah, like seriously, all it's gonna end up being is this dude is a cuck. That's all it's gonna turn into.
You think that's where it's
Of
going?
course.
Well, if he wants to watch me, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. She can get that soul pole
You
too.
know what I'm saying? Shit.
All day.
Yeah, normally I don't want dudes around, but to get at Maria, yeah, shoot.
Yeah, for sure. All right, we'll be back. Hit some wrestling history up.